Hey, it might help if I actually said, "What's up, my writing weirdos?" Hey, I am BC, and this is BC Brown Books, where we like to get weird about words in the ways that only writers can, by talking about them and by actually writing them, which is what we're going to do tonight. We're going to talk about writing, and we are going to write some words. So if you're new to my channel, welcome, my writing weirdos. Make sure that you subscribe because I am most of the time pretty regular lately with my scheduled streaming. But I think my schedule's about to change coming up, so you will definitely want to be notified. Let's see. That's about it about me. You can find me on all the things social, BC Brown Books. I've got some stuff down below, like my Patreon, my merch channel, all sorts of stuff that you can go and find. Tonight, of course, I will be working specifically on the Project Flambeau that Sako Tumi and myself are writing collaboratively. We have been doing all of it on these streams with you from inception of idea to the zero draft that we are on right now. So I will be working exclusively on that. Sako works on her portion of the books on Mondays during her write-in, so you should definitely check out her channel. And you are welcome to write anything that you like tonight. I'll admit that I don't have the normal je ne sais quoi energy that I would normally have. I am having a shitty day. Nope, scratch that. I'm having a shitty week. Just everything. Life, family stuff, some medical stuff, work stuff, like the election, just all of it. So I desperately need some writing tonight in order to distract me from all the shit that's bothering me. That said, with our sprints that we will be doing tonight, I am still down to one monitor at the moment. So I'm not going to be able to share a monitor for our timer. I will set a timer for, we will be doing 15-minute sprints because those are the ones that I like best. So I will set a timer and I will leave my microphone open. So you guys are going to hear some barking. You guys are going to hear some cats. You guys are going to hear me tip-tapping away on the keyboard while I'm writing, but you'll be able to hear the alarm. Unless I can manage to mute it and pay attention to my timer at the same time and unmute it just in time for the timer to be out. But hopefully it won't matter too much to y'all that we won't be having an actual timer up on the screen. I apologize for that. I'm still trying to get my new workspace all laid out to where I can have multiple monitors. Because right now I have 3 pretty big monitors on my desk, and I need room for one more because my actual job that I have to do requires 2 monitors, and then this requires 2 monitors, and so it's a lot. Anyway, I want to say hey to everybody that's here. We got Devin in the house, of course, one of my favorite weirdos. It's not a stream without Devin. Spence is here, and Spence is doing some stream hopping, so trying to get Nano ready to roll. I understand. Sako and I will be doing a lot of our last push of our writing for the book during Nano, so I definitely understand. And this is Preptober. I mean, Preptober just is what it is. Everybody's prepping for Nano right now. Hey, Debbie, good to see you. One of my favorite comic book artists and writers and all around just awesome peoples. Okay, so that's basically what's going on. I don't think Sako's going to pop in tonight, which is totally cool. She's got some family stuff going on as well. She did get her writing portion done on between Monday and now. So I'm gonna probably spend this first sprint like going over what she wrote and just kind of looking at our zero draft to see, like looking at our beats to see where I need to pick up at. So I'm sure that's probably going to end up being my first sprint, but what is everybody else working on? That would be cool to know. I'm going to pull up a timer real quick on my phone, which y'all won't be able to really see, but there we go. There's a 15-minute timer. I knew I already had one like saved, so Devin is at 3 streams right now. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Yeah, Cachet and Cordy stream too on Thursday. Well, Cordy streams whenever she damn well feels like it. Let's you know. And I know Cachet does stream on Thursday nights, and probably my stream is going to end up With my new schedule change that I'm going to have to do, I'm probably going to end up overlapping Cachet stream even more, which, sorry, but I kind of got to do it with my schedule. So, hey, Heather, good to see you. Hey, oh, Debbie is outlining the comic script tonight. Cool. That is cool. So, like I said, I am working on the most recent section of Project Flambeau, which is Sako's and my book together. We've gotten through, I think we're at chapter 5 now. I think she got to chapter 5. So we're at chapter 5 of the Zero draft, and it's coming along pretty well. I'm actually pretty happy with the progress. I mean, it's rough, of course, because it's a Zero draft, and there's a lot of like stuff we still need to do, like gaps and stuff that we still need to fill in, and edits, of course, in general. But for two writers who have never written together before and have never collaboratively written a book before, we're syncing up really well with each other. Like, it's really gelling. So I'm pretty excited about that. Oh, we started at the same time. Okay. Well, I know I started early tonight. I'll be starting earlier, I think, starting next week. Tentatively, probably about 9 p.m. Eastern time, tentatively. So, yeah, that'll be a change. So, yeah, okay, so, yeah, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, I was talking about where we're at. So we've gotten up to the point where we have introduced our protagonist, we have introduced our second protagonist, and now we've just introduced our antagonist of the story, or our first antagonist of the story. So I'm pretty excited because we hadn't had the antagonist up to this point. All the conflict right now has been kind of between the two protagonists. And with the general conflict of the story being a whole mystery, paranormal mystery thing. So daylight savings time ends soon. That will change some of the start times too. That is true. I know it does, because we're going to fall back here real soon. We don't do that in Arizona. But so the Arizona time for that would be 6 p.m. So 9 Eastern as of right now is 6 p.m. But that might change because I'm not exactly sure what the daylight savings time is going to be. No matter what, I'll be starting at 6 p.m. Arizona time. I am pretty sure that's what I'm going to start streaming at as of next week. So I will, of course, change that on Carol Brown's wonderful spreadsheet that she keeps. If you have access to that, if you don't have access to that, you should totally hit her up on Facebook and she will give you access to that because it is amazing. Good evening, Adega. Good to see you. Hey, RK. Not a lot, just needing the distraction of writing and really glad that it's my stream night. I mean, I could distract myself by writing anytime, but I like to distract myself by writing and talking about writing with other weirdos. So that's always good. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, yep, one of my favorite weirdos and one of the other Browns that will take over the world, because that's what we do. That's what we do. Yeah, so I was just saying that we are just introduced our first protagonist to the story. So super thrilled about that. His name is Christopher St. Todd, and he is a social worker with nefarious intent. Nefarious, whatever. I can't talk today. I can't think today, barely. But I'm going to try and write. Isn't that great? All right, so we are probably going to do the first 15-minute sprint. For those of you just catching up, I am not going to be able to do a timer on the screen because I am still limited to one screen at the moment for my streams. So I am going to do a lovely timer on my phone, which none of you guys will get to see, unfortunately, but we will get started here in like a minute. So that we could be coming back from sprint at 7:25. Does that sound good to everybody? Sounds good to me. So we'll do not 7:25. I guess it's what, 9:25 or 10:20. What the hell time is it Eastern time? We'll just resume in 15 minutes. And people can do their own math. Okay. So, getting started in 3, 2, 1, speed. beep, 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 if you couldn't hear my timer. Okay, everybody, so that is the end of our very first sprint for tonight. Tell me how y'all did. Like I said, I spent most of it rereading what Sako had written the other day, just seeing where I'm at in the story. But I did manage to pull off, after that, I did manage to get, would help if I actually count this shit before I like restream, you know, came back on the stream, but okay, I did actually get 427 words in, so I was pretty happy with that. Alley Cat popped in during the sprint, and so did Bonnie Phillips Wrights. Good to see you both. Two of my regular weirdos. I love seeing y'all. So yeah, that's what I ended up doing. I'm still in the part where one of the protagonists, our teenage Latina, is like being introduced to the first antagonist, and they're like, it's not like a battle of wills. It is, but it isn't. It's just like her being a normal teenager and pissy and in trouble. And this guy all coming in all buddy social worker. I'm going to help you out. Yeah. Kind of a thing. But it's like not setting right with her and like being weird and everything. So I don't know. My writing tonight is pretty stilted. Again, I'm super distracted. It's just been a really shitty day and a really shitty week. I'm sleeping like crap. I know it's just worry. For some of you that were here last Thursday, I got some pretty harsh news like during the stream, which ended up causing us to wrap up early. So I found out, my mom had called, and I found out that my oldest sister was diagnosed with aggressive, resistant to treatment breast cancer. And that bombshell was dropped on me like towards the end of the stream last Thursday. So I've been just distracted and worried about her. She's holding up pretty well. I mean, she's tired with the okay, so what happened was that she had gone in for a biopsy of a lump, but before the lump was before the biopsy came back, it had like actually doubled in size, so they went ahead and removed the lump and like did pre-treatment stuff for like if it, you know, to see how well it was going to react to treatment and things like that, and it was pretty resistant. So she's just been getting over the tiredness of having the lump removed and then having the emotional strain. And then, yes, Devin, I agree with you. It has been a rough ass year. It's just been a shitty year. Hey, we got a Sako.
I'm here, I swear.
Oh, can't hear you.
Oh. Meow?
No. I do not know.
Meow, meow, meow.
Okay, wait, hold on. I think it was me. I'm sorry. It was me.
Meow?
It was me. Yeah, now.
Meow,
Sorry.
meow.
I keep forgetting. I keep turning my sound off because I'm really bad, and when I get bored at work, I will stop for a couple of minutes and play Magic Online.
Oh, I see.
And go back. So I turn the sound off while I'm doing that. When during my breaks and stuff, and if I'm just super frustrated, and I have been super frustrated and easily distracted. So.
Oh, I'm sorry, babe.
Yeah, it's just been rough.
Yeah.
Everybody else could hear you, so it was all good. So it was totally me, and I realized that at the last second. So that's just me being a ditz. Sometimes I am. So I was just updating everybody about what had happened during last Thursday's stream and why we had ended early, and letting people know about my sister, and that it's been a shitty week because of it. And then, you know, it just gets shittier. It gets shittier for everybody, but for me especially, the closer it gets to the election, because the more vocal everybody gets, and I'm usually really okay with people getting really vocal about like who they're going to vote for and their opinions and stuff like that, but not when it comes to a certain racist piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And their support of.
Yeah.
So that it's been a rough day, especially because of that, because some family and I decided to go head to head over that particular issue. Mm-hmm. So
That's
I needed the distraction of the stream and writing tonight and seeing your beautiful blankie fort.
Yay.
It always makes me happy. It's like I have this whole office now and everything, and all I want to do desperately is build a blanket fort and be in a blanket fort now.
You deserve a blanket fort.
Yeah, I think I'm going to figure out how to like make a blanket fort out of my little section over here.
I think that's really smart.
Yeah, like the other half of the office is totally his, and he can just have it. I'm just going to make a blanket fort over here.
I can send you a site where there is cheap blankets like these that you like. I use 3 blankets for this fort, but you could probably do it with 1 or 2.
I'm good. Send me the site. I'm good with that. Oh, tell me about it, Devin. The aftermath. It's going to be explosive.
It's going to be ugly no matter who wins.
Yeah. So it's going to be ugly, and it's going to be explosive, and it's going to showcase the worst parts of humanity, I think.
I think so too.
So.
Such is the way.
Yeah. On that lovely note, what are you working on tonight, Sako?
I have no idea.
Yay!
I didn't write a whole lot.
That's okay. I saw
but
it.
I wrote the scene.
I'm adding on to the scene just a little bit.
Okay, great.
But and then I'm gonna jump to the crime scene.
The crime scene.
Yeah.
Cool. I have no idea what I'm doing just yet. Probably editing photos.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I was considering like going like starting the stream early because I was like done with all my other stuff early.
Oh.
And I was like, I was gonna start early, and then I was like, I don't know, I'm too distracted to even distract myself.
I know the feels.
Yeah, and so I was like, I won't start stream early. I'm already starting it early anyway, and then so. But I was telling everybody how I will probably, as of next week, start streaming earlier at like 6 p.m.
Oh.
And then that way, I know Monday you can't stream because you've got the family.
I'll be in a car. Yeah.
But like in the future,
if I'm not in a car, then I will be there.
Yes.
It all depends on when we leave on Monday morning.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, don't do anything to like really tax yourself or anything. So.
No, but if we can be home for dinner, that would be like. That would be. Mwah.
Primo. That'd be primo.
That would be primo.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's fine. As I say, so if you want to like start streaming earlier too, feel free. I know it's super late for you.
9 is great.
But yeah, at 9, I figure that would be a little easier. And I know, isn't like time supposed to fall back soon?
Fall. If it hasn't already.
Did it already? I don't know.
I thought it already did.
Let me find out. Maybe it did. When is fall time change for 2020? No, November the 1st.
November 1st is fall back. Oh, okay.
Yes. Daylight savings time ends November 1st.
What a perfect time.
Yes. So
for it to fall back.
We can totally, like, the first day of the month and the first day of Nano. That's just going to fuck a lot of us up. We're all going to remember it, but we're all going to be like, it's Nano, damn it.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah. So, yeah, because we won't actually change here in Arizona. Like
right.
It won't change for us. So, like, you guys will suddenly only be 2 hours ahead of me. So I think it'll end up being 8 p.m. your time to stream instead. If we start at 6 my time.
Oh, yeah.
So is that even better, or is that?
That is. I might be a little late because dinner earlier, but if I give my husband a heads up that I have a thing at 8, then we could eat earlier.
Well, then, I mean, we could still do it at 7 then. 7 doesn't bother me at all. I just wanted to make it earlier for you.
Mm-hmm.
So,
8:39.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know. Hey, we're hashing this out, y'all. We'll figure it out.
It'll be cool.
It'll be cool. We'll figure it out. You guys will know because you're already subscribed to both of us. And so you'll know because you'll get a notification, hopefully, saying that we're live. Yeah. So
I got a thing saying that you were starting in 30 minutes at 9:30, and I was in the middle of my werewolf game, and I'm like, she's doing it early today.
I told you I was doing it early today.
It's no worries.
It's all cool, though. Yeah. I told people I didn't know if you'd be able to pop up or not tonight. So.
I didn't know if I'd be able to pop up, but a little bit of booze and something fun and colorful and things.
Yeah. It's all good. It is all good. So I figure we probably should do another sprint. Do you want to share a screen? Since I can't share a screen, the first one I just like put a timer on in the background and told people what time we'd be back and put a banner across the thing.
All right.
You don't want to, we don't have to. Just do it my way.
No worries.
That's what we're trying not
Oh, the debate is happening right now. Oh, gross.
I know.
Gross. That just made my stomach flip.
I'll watch it. I'll catch it on the rerun. I'll catch it on YouTube after. Like, I don't know that I want to necessarily. I don't know that I want to wake up in the morning and watch it before my day, but I also don't know if I want to watch it right before I go to bed either. Really don't know what I want.
I wouldn't do it right before bed. Like,
I know it's just gonna aggravate the hell out of me. But again, I don't want to do it like right before I have to go to work in the morning either.
No.
And I don't want to do it tomorrow night. I don't want to watch it tomorrow night either because Fridays.
I just don't want to watch it.
Yeah, Fridays are when I get a spin.
If anything, I might look up the highlights like tomorrow or the day after. Like,
I don't know, but I'm one of those people that I gotta watch it for myself. Like,
good luck.
The highlights aren't good enough for me because I gotta like. Oh yeah, here we go. Megan said, got back from watching the debate, looking for something more wholesome.
Hi. We're so glad you're here.
I don't know. I feel like this year, everyone, like for the whole year, all of us should have to like change all of our avatars to the picture of the whaling guy. You know, just like, I agree. It would be far more enjoyable if they're in an MMA cage, and my money would be on Biden because at least he seems more healthy.
Indeed.
He might be older, but he actually seems more spry.
He does seem more spry.
Well, Trump could throw his weight around, literally. So, that, I don't know. No.
Who could take who in a fight? Yeah.
They neither one of them would come out swinging anyway. Nothing would happen. They would still just yell at each other that's all that would happen.
Trump would just yell over Biden.
Yeah.
The first debate.
Time to keep
the highlight of the first debate was Biden looking over at Trump and saying, "Will you just shut the hell up?"
I love it. Oh, shut up, man.
Shut up.
Yeah, that was like, I was just like, I'm like, yep, that's definitely the best part of the whole debate.
That's the whole part. That's all there was to it.
Anyway, okay, so it is 10:40.
Sorry, it's my bad.
It's all good. We got to talk.
All right. So 3. Whoa, I did it. 3, 2, 1.
Mute. beepity beep, beepity beep, beepity beep, beepity beep. It's my beepity beep.
It's the beep 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 dance.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, how did everybody do on that sprint? I managed to plug away at another 479 words. So,
Awesome.
Good.
That's amazing.
Into the campaign.
Yeah, that is awesome. I am in the midst of planning for a setup for a project that I'm doing this coming year, provided the pandemic gets better. I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing 11 photo shoots before May for a horror-themed pinup book.
Cool.
I think so too. So I'm compiling the mood boards for the sets.
Awesome. Bonnie particularly loves the timer that we chose. It's one of my favorites too.
Yeah, I like
Alley
the
Cat
beauty.
Stack. Mm-hmm.
Yay,
Bonnie got 2 pages edited, and Debbie got 170 words on their outline. So that is good. That is very good.
I wasn't falling asleep during that sprint at all.
No.
I don't know what you're having.
No, I'm tired. I just been sleeping like crap, so.
Me too.
Like I was in such a rotten mood all day today, and I felt so bad because my partner, he was just like off in his corner doing his schoolwork, and like I was over here, and I'm just like. And he's like, "Damn, you don't need to be in such a mood. It's okay." And I was like, "Just be happy. I'm not taking it out on you." It felt terrible, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm in a bad mood, and nothing's putting me in a better mood, kind of a thing. So, So Megan read some articles, trying to catch up on all that they have missed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a thing. Cool. That's a thing. Trying to get all caught up in everything when we can.
So the planning that I'm doing for this book is pretty extensive, and the publisher was basically like, I need to change your contract. And I was like, why do you need to change my contract? Because I gave you 50-50 and it's supposed to be 80-20.
Oh.
And I was like, you don't have to do that. And he's like, you sure? And I'm like, well, I'm not going to twist your arm.
Nuts. Gotta give me more money.
Like you're doing so much hard work. Like it's only right. And I was like, okay.
Sure. Okay. Sure. Give me money.
Thank you.
I'll take more money.
I'll take more money. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. It's always a good thing, though. That's a good thing. And I'm so happy that you've got this book going on.
Oh my gosh. The only thing is that I don't get an advance. So if I deliver the goods, then I get the money.
Yeah.
Right.
Which won't be a problem, so it's all good.
Yeah. Such is life.
Such is life. But a lot of times we as smaller time authors don't get advances. So, or if we do, it's really not that much. So, it's not anything to be like, I got a book advance,
No.
No. It'd be nice.
Yeah.
So Bonnie's just pleased to hear about honest people.
Yeah, he's a sweet dude.
There are some honest people. There are.
He's a sweet dude. I'm gonna read what you're writing.
You can go in and peek.
I'm gonna go in and peek.
Have fun. I gotta figure out exactly how how I want this next. It's flowing pretty easily. It's not like I'm like pulling teeth, but you still gotta like guide it and shape it as it flows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out how I want to reveal all of this little next section, because he's at the part where he's actually examining the rubble for the reagents and like stuff. Yeah, I guess I should actually put this section. I should copy or cut and paste this section below the correct beat. But
Oh, question mark. Like,
I'll do that. That'd be fine. But the collaborative thing, Bonnie, is going really well. I was saying at the beginning of the stream, for Sako and I, who we've never written together before.
No.
And we've never actually worked on a collaborative book project with anyone else before. We're gelling really well.
Yeah, surprisingly well. Like, I think it's going really, really great. It's like it harkens me back to like my high school days when I was writing chain stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super fun. So it's sort of like RP, but you're writing all the parts.
Yeah.
That's the only difference.
The only thing that I was concerned about initially was like our styles and whether or not our styles would gel. And
so far, I am not seeing a whole lot of difference.
Yeah. So far, it's like we have pretty much the same style and pretty much the same voice.
At least the pacing is similar enough to where like I don't think people will notice.
No, I don't think so either. So, yeah, so we think it's going pretty well. I mean, time will tell if people like it once they read it.
Honestly, I'm really enjoying it as a reader, let alone as a writer. So, like, I suspect if I enjoy it, then other people are going to enjoy it too.
That's usually my benchmark as well, is how well am I enjoying the story? And if I'm enjoying the story and how it's progressing, then usually I think other people will enjoy the story and how it's progressing. So
that's the hope, right? With Hope's Chest, I had been working on it for so long, I couldn't tell if it was entertaining anymore. You know what I mean? Like,
that's the thing. Like, I have been working on my other project, the third book in my paranormal mystery series. I have been working on that. I worked on that first draft for so long, and now I'm on to the second draft where I'm just like, I don't even know if it's entertaining anymore. Like, I'm excited because I'm writing the bits and the pieces that like stitch everything together.
Right.
And I'm fleshing out the stuff where I just insert some crap here and then skip to another section,
Sure.
But even I'm writing that, I'm like, I don't quite know if this is.
Is this fun?
Is
I can't tell if this is fun. Why am I doing this again? I don't.
I think a lot of us. I think a lot of writers go through that. By the time we get to the second, third, fourth drafts, we're like, this isn't fun. I'm torturing myself at this point.
And it's even funnier when it comes from an RP standpoint, because it's like, this is supposed to be fun. This is supposed to be entertaining. This is supposed to be like relaxing and kind of like a hangout time and to collaborate with people. And if it's not fun, then why are we doing it?
It's like, what the fuck? I don't get it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So Debbie is trying to outline the second half of Act 2 and stuck, so trying to outline the villain's point of view. Yes.
Right.
Villain's point of view is fun. Right now we have 2 points of view. We have 2 POVs in the story. We only just actually wrote the second point of view for the first time in the story. So it's been one point of view. The the main protagonist's point of view for the whole time until just here real recently, where we put the second protagonist's point of view in there, which was fun.
And we're just getting into the second act.
Just jumping off into the second act. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Oh, Bonnie was asking Debbie how many points of view are in her story. Not us, but we told you how many points of view are in our story. Yeah, well, that's what we get for not fully reading. We're both tired.
We're both very tired.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're just starting to jump off into the second act. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
And Debbie says it's mainly one point of view, but stuck. So I figured outlining in the villain's point of view would help me figure out what should happen next. Yeah, that's a really great.
That's a great tactic.
Yeah, that's a really good way to just kind of jump yourself out of a rut.
Mm-hmm.
And also give you different inroads to different ideas, because you've got to take on a completely different mindset. So
I feel like bringing Justicia in when we did was really the best thing we could have done given the circumstances.
And using her to introduce the antagonist, I think was perfect. Using a different point of view to introduce the antagonist, I think was perfect.
Yeah, even if he doesn't appear to be an antagonist yet. Yeah,
but I think you set up the dread.
I hope so, because Justicia already has this preconceived notion as to what social workers mean.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of wanted to make the reader feel that unsure
vibe.
Yeah.
So I think it was good. I think it was a good setup to where it was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, speaking of setup to things, let's do another sprint.
Cool.
Sounds good. We do another sprint. And I can see if I can, how much further I can get us on the crime scene, and if I can get us any further past that.
Cool.
Back to the 20-minute Halloweeny timer. Compliments of Dal Cecile Bruno.
Yeah.
YouTuber, Authortube, who is linked down below in the stuff down below. And so is all of Sako's stuff down in the stuff down below.
Hooray. So let's do this in 3 and 2 and 1. Sprint.
Mutesies. Beepity beep. Beepity beep. Beepity beep. Okay, looks like we lost Heather during the sprint. She was nodding off, so she was headed to bed. So I'm sure you're already gone, Heather, but good night. Glad you could be here.
Yeah. Glad you could be here.
Bonnie is done working.
Done,
and
now you're lurking. All right.
Now once the work is done, then the lurk is on.
You were a poet. You were a poet and didn't even know it. Oh.
Mm-hmm. So I got another 374 words written, which I'm feeling mostly okay about. The writing's a little stilted, but you know, that's what zero drafts are for.
That's what zero drafts are for. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I
mostly tried not
to invested. Huh?
Sorry. Go ahead.
You mostly try what?
I was mostly trying not to fall asleep.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I've got. Oh, yeah. Well, I understand. So I got Daisaku has investigated the whole little scene, not found any reagents. Definitely thinks maybe not a throw now. So now he's got to make some phone calls. One being to Jerry because he's got to have that case lost for a little while he does a little more figuring out what to do. And then the first one he's got to make, though, it's got to update the Mage Council.
Ooh.
So,
Ooh.
So just a quick phone call to do some updating. And that's probably where I'm going to end up leaving you to pick up, maybe, unless we get one more sprint in and I can get a few more words in, but right about there somewhere.
Right on. Cool.
Yeah. So
that scared the fuck out of me.
I scared. Okay, weird. Sorry. Yeah. That's why I do the nice beepity beeps. I think they're nicer than some of the sounds that some of the timers make, but they're apparently still scaring the fuck out of people. So Debbie got 169 words in and figured more out, which is cool. Kimberly finished an assignment for class. Good to see you, my weirdo. And Alley Cat is working on homework and 26 words for a Halloween story for their writing class. Cool. So I used to love writing assignments.
Me too.
Just here are my favorite things. Like the teacher could make me so happy by giving me a writing assignment. Like the whole class would groan.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd be like,
yeah.
Like, yes,
it was, of course, like people, the assignment would be something like write something in the snow, like that happens in the snow, like write a snow scene. And most people are writing like a Christmas thing or they're sledding and it's fun. And I'm writing about someone who's lost in the wilderness and who's freezing to death.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm writing about the Donner Party and how they ate each other during the snow. You know, I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, everybody else is like snowball fights and, you know, like chestnuts and like, yay, building a snowman. And I'm like, cannibalism.
Exactly.
So, okay, Word forgot that they had the stream up.
Oh, okay.
There was a good throwback photo of Okay Weird. I'm working on my fashion between different cultures in my high fantasy. Ooh, that's cool.
It's always fun.
I love fleshing out different cultures and different regions of of the same culture and stuff like that. When I'm doing my world building, it's like some fun, just really fun stuff.
Yeah.
I get so lost in world building when I'm doing my dark fantasy and my high fantasy shit. Like, ooh, I'm sorry, Debbie, that it was always essays. I mean, I still liked writing essays because I would, like, if it was a boring essay I'd have to write, I'd adopt a style of writing that wasn't like my normal style of writing. Like, I remember one time I wrote an entire essay as if it was from the point of view of Charlie from Flowers for Algernon. Do you
Huh.
remember that book?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, yeah, like I wrote it from the point of view of him being a slow, lower IQ individual ramping up into a higher IQ'd individual and then ramping back down into I had to like okay it with my teacher, of course.
Of course,
But I was
yeah.
like, I've got this great idea and I really think it would be fun to write this essay about it. And it was a stupid essay on, I don't even remember what the essay was on.
Yeah.
But, like, I was like, I just really want to write it from this, like, in this style of this book. And
Mhm.
she's like, it's creative as fuck. I'm gonna give you points just for like,
Yeah, for creativity. Yeah.
yeah. She's like, at least you're like tackling the assignment with something interesting, even though you already said you hate the assignment, you know, kind of a thing. But yeah, mostly they were essays crap I wasn't interested in, but
Mhm.
Kimberly's like, we all have dark minds here. Like,
Yeah.
snow, and everybody's thinking of, like, cannibalism and, like, can't survive the wilderness and, like, freezing death and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all writers. I think I've never known a writer, even if they write children's stories, romances, Christian romance, whatever, writers' minds are darker than other people's. I think it's just our imagination. Like we automatically go to the dark place, and then some of us, not all of us, but some of us, scale ourselves back to like a lighter place, and then some of
Yeah.
us just go to the dark and just go with like, yeah, that's how we are.
Yeah, like the dark what's the word I'm looking for? I can't recall.
Like the
Yeah.
darker impulses or id or
I don't remember what I was trying to say.
lost train of thought. Another writer trait.
Derailed, yeah.
It's like, damn, what was I thinking about? I can't remember what I was thinking about.
Can't remember what I was thinking about.
All right, think we have time to squeeze in like another 15-minute sprint and then do our wind down?
Sure.
Sounds good to me. I just want to get the first part of the call to the Mage Council started, so you have a jumping off place.
Okay. All right.
All right.
3, 2, 1. Sprint. Beep,
Okay. I had to like finish my thought because if I didn't finish my thought, you were gonna be like, "Oh, how the fuck am I supposed to jump off from here?" You know, all of this. So,
Sure.
so okay, weird. Had an assignment in high school. Their teacher wanted them to add some imagery to it. Do this really jagged-looking tree with birds on it, and the teacher took points off. They said not enough color. I get that all the time. So I grew up thinking I couldn't draw and couldn't even learn how to draw because yeah, because every time I tried, they'd be like, "You're not doing it the right way. You're not doing it the way we showed you how to do it. You're not doing it, you know." And so if I did it the way they showed me how to do it, it didn't make sense to me, and I couldn't make images appear,
Right.
or they looked really shitty. So I just thought I couldn't draw for the longest time until I started trying to draw this last fall.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it was only after at Phoenix Comic Con last spring I sat like the table right next to me was this artist, and we got to talking. Of course, she was super nice, and I was like, I've always envied people with a visual talent like yours and the ability to draw. I wish I could do it. And she's like, anybody can learn how to draw. She's like, I didn't learn how to draw until I was like in my mid-30s. And she's like, I just picked up a pencil and piece of paper and told myself I was going to learn how to draw. She's like, and I did. And as you can see, I'm successful. And so I was like, oh, yeah, I guess maybe I'll try this kind of a thing. And I'm actually decent at it. Like, once I figured out how I draw and how I learn to draw, I'm like, I'm actually pretty decent at this. Yes, exactly. Asshole art teachers ruined art classes for me. Same. I really thought I couldn't draw at all. But anyway, I digress. Back to with the writing sprint. Debbie got 78 words. What were you working on? Were you doing more drawy stuff or more booky stuff? Or
I was doing more horror pinup stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
I got another 299 words done. I have no idea how many I've done for the night. I should probably look at that real quick.
I'm gonna guess you've done nearly 1,500 while I've been around. So
I think.
Oh. Hi, Pablo. You want to come here?
Let's see.
Come here, baby. I'm going to scoop you up.
Yeah, so like just about 1,600 words.
Nice.
For tonight. I did get through the call with the Mage Council.
Oh.
I think you're going to like how it went and how I like left it.
Okay.
Basically, I got you up to the point where he's calling Jerry for the favor of her forgetting the alphabet.
Okay.
Kind of a thing. So I moved one of the beats just a little bit because we had the beat about the Mage Council blocking him from progressing in the case and misdirecting him and misguiding him. And like after he called Jerry and asked for that favor, but I bumped it because I switched those calls around.
Cool.
So I didn't figure you would mind because.
No, I don't mind.
Yeah, those are just his 3 tests. They didn't have to come in that particular order, but yeah, so now he's calling Jerry asking for some time. So I think you'll have fun with him interacting with Jerry because I know I got to write the last one. So
awesome.
So that's where I got for the night. So I'm pretty happy. And Debbie got some outlining done during the sprint with the 78 words.
Awesome.
Cool.
Awesome.
Yeah. So pretty excited about. So that pretty much brings us up to the end of the stream for tonight.
Yep.
I'm super glad that Sako, that you got a chance to, pop on here with me and everything and do some writing, even if it was sleepy, right? Or sleepy drawing, and working on the book stuff.
Yeah.
So why don't you go ahead and do an outro, because I know you didn't have a chance to do an intro.
Okay, sure. Howdy, Howlers. I'm Sako Tumi, also known as Voit. I write horror, and I'm a witch, and I'm a graphic designer, and sometimes I combine those three things. So if you are looking to market yourself as an author, or you're looking to be a witch or a witch, please drop by my channel. I would love to see you.
Yes. And she's awesome at all three things. So you really should drop by. All of her links are down below. Her socials, her merch store, her all that stuff is down there. So you should go check it out. I have, of course, MBC. I am your hostess for the stream tonight. This is BC Brown Books, where we get weird about words in the ways that only writers can. We write them and we talk about writing them, because that's what we do. So yeah, there's that Patreon thing I mentioned before. There's merchandise. You should definitely subscribe, because like I said, I will be changing my stream time next week. I'm pretty sure it's going to be at 6 p.m. my time, which is 9 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah. God, my brain I'm out of it. But it's 9 p.m. Eastern time. That'll be doing it next week. So you should come see me then and do more writing stuff, because writing stuff is what we do, but it's all good. So thanks everyone for hanging out. I really appreciate it. It was good to be able to distract myself and get 1,600 words done on this project with Sako. And I can't wait to see what you come up with when you have a chance. I know you won't be streaming, and that's to remind everybody, Sako will most likely not be streaming on Monday, but you should totally subscribe to her channel just in case she can stream, and then it'll pop up and tell you that she is streaming, kind of a thing. If you're not able to get any words done this week, next week, Sako, during your little time frame days, no biggie.
I'm not worried about it. I have an 18-hour car ride ahead of me, and
you're not the one driving, so you can write?
I'm not the one driving, so I can write. Exactly.
Okay. Totally understand that. All right. So, all right. So anyway, thank you, my weirdos, for being here tonight, and I will see you next week, where we will get weird.